we look at the number of learners we have as enrolled in the country, we have more than 850,000 learners enrolled. Now, the latest statistics showed us that we have 13 learners that were tested and that were infected with COVID. So at this stage, every is a case of concern, but we wish to state that our schools are very well trained in terms of managing COVID cases with the Ministry of Health and Social Services. So all the preventative, all the risk assessments that have been made, preventative measures are in place, and we should never forget that these are community infections that are also now spreading to the schools. So yes, we are aware that it is semester tests are being taken this last few weeks before we close on the 10th of June. And it is our aim to do everything in our power to keep our schools open and for learning to continue.
Besides the community infections that you alluded to what other factors can these increased numbers be attributed to?
Well, we know there are two main issues. We have started off with the learners' advocacy campaign and the learners' vaccination campaign. We know that only 7% with 20,000 learners out of this huge number, we know now that only 20,000 learners are vaccinated. So there is definitely a need to still redress the issues of vaccine hesitancy and providing correct information and advocacy to the learners, especially the learners who are eligible from the ages of 12 to 17 to get vaccinated. That's the first one. The second one is behavior. We know that when children walk back from school, nobody wears a mask. And little attention of late is being paid to increased personal hygiene. And those are the issues, the messages that we need to reiterate once more to our learners.
Ms. Steenkamp, how about earlier and longer holidays in this challenge? Will you perhaps introduce earlier and longer holidays to balance this?
Well, we already have made nationwide consultations. This is the first year in 2020 that on an academic year we are not having terms, 3 terms, or we are having only 2 semesters. We have a winter holiday which prevents children from going to school during the extreme winter months. So as from the 10th of June for learners until the 18th of July, we will have that 1 month and another week holiday for our children. And that is now where we call upon parents, the learners themselves, and the community members to ensure that there is indeed a structured level of adherence to the COVID regulations, where children will not just be allowed to do as they please, but there will be structure and discipline at home, seeing that children will not be in school during that period of the 10th of June up till the 18th of July when we resume classes.